Now we'll see about the reaction involving the cleavage of CO bond in alcohol. And in this reaction, the reactivity order of different alcohol are in the order of methyl alcohol have least, then one of primary, then secondary, then tertiary. Clear? That means opposite of the one of cleavage of OH bonds. Clear? तो OH bond का opposite में ये आएगा. अभी tertiary ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, इसका बाद secondary आएगा, इसका बाद primary आएगा, इसका बाद methyl alcohol आएगा. Okay? तो alkyl group due to the plus I effect increase the electron density. alkyl group के चलते हुए क्या हो गया बोला, electron density increase होगा. कहाँ में? कार्बन में. पहला O में था ना, डिक्रीज किया बोला, अभी क्या हो गया, कार्बन में इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. क्यों? क्यों मतलब R ग्रुप R3 होने से क्या है, जो तीनों C में इलेक्ट्रॉन दे देगा तो इलेक्ट्रॉन कैपेसिटी जो है यहाँ में ज़्यादा हो जाएगा बोल के बोला. ओके, क्लियर? सो एंड द ऑक्सीजन एटॉम ऑफ द COH बॉन्ड बोल के बोला है. एज ए रिजल्ट द दैट मीन्स यहाँ से फिर यहाँ दे देगा इलेक्ट्रॉन क्लाउड जो है, इसीलिए इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी कहाँ में होगा बोला, कार्बन में पहला होगा, इसके बाद ऑक्सीजन ऑफ द ये COH बॉन्ड का उसमें भी ज़्यादा हो जाएगा बोल के बोला. ओके, एज ए रिजल्ट बॉन्ड क्लीवेज बिकम इजी. तो इसीलिए OH होके जाने वाला जो है क्या हो जाएगा, इजी हो जाएगा बोल के बोला. ओके, greater the number of alkyl group present, more will be the reactivity of the alcohol. Clear? Thus, the relative order of the reactivity of the alcohol is justified as like this. Okay, is justified like this means what? Order is tertiary is more, then secondary, then primary, then methyl alcohol. Okay, so this is the order of the reactivity. ठीक है, समझ में ना? So now based on this one we can discuss these reactions into different ways. First one, a reaction with hydrogen halide. Reaction with what? Hydrogen halide. This is the first reactions which undergo the cleavage of CO bond. Okay, so we have one now alcohol is here, hydrogen halide. Okay, then we get one now haloalkane. Clear? हेलो अल्केन हम लोग बनाने के समय में यही यूज़ किया था ना फ्रॉम अल्कोहल में. तो रिएक्टिविटी में क्या बोला, आइस हाईएस्ट होगा, इसके बाद आइस बीआर, देन ICl, देन ISF बोला था ना. तो बिकॉज ऑफ साइज ऑफ द हेलोजन एटम बोल के बोला था ना. सो दिस वन वी नो टू रिपीट इट अगेन. ओके, अगेन फॉर द गिवन हेलोजेनिक एसिड द रिएक्टिविटी वुड बी व्हाट, मोर इन टर्शियरी देन सेकेंडरी देन प्राइमरी. क्यों? टर्शियरी कार्बोकेटन्स आर मोर स्टेबल देन secondary then primary, which we have already discussed in case of haloalkane and haloarenes. Clear? ठीक है. So this here now next is one of Lucas test बोल के बोला है. Okay, so Lucas test is the test which help to identify the given alcohol as one of primary, secondary, tertiary. Okay, and this like this one, three different tests is there to identify primary, secondary and the tertiary. Clear? Out of these three in the exam you can write any one if name is not mentioned. Okay, तो ऐसा करके already board exam में आ चुका है. Give a distinguished test. Write down the question. Give a distinguished test. Distinguished test to identify primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Satu di itu pasal itu ikan ada distinguish ke di जो yang जिला बाबा से करी है ना खांग दिया है रानी नसान. Give a distinguished test between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Okay. Now a mixture of concentrated ICl and anhydrous zinc chloride is called as a Lucas reagent. Clear? Okay. A mixture of concentrated ICl and anhydrous zinc chloride is called as a Lucas reagent. Clear? So when the given alcohol is react with Lucas reagent, okay, then the turbidity does form. You need to check it. Okay, turbidity means your solid like appearance, that we call as a turbidity. Clear? So आपका turbidity जो है फॉर्म करता है क्या बोल के देखिएगा, अगर फॉर्म करने से कितना टाइम में फॉर्म करता है वो देखिएगा. Clear? So if there is no reaction, okay, that means no turbidity at room temperature and the pressure, okay, then it is of primary alcohol. समझ में आ गया? If white cloudiness or that we call as a turbidity बोलते हैं, okay, तो this turbidity appears in about 5 minutes, then it is called as a secondary alcohol. While the turbidity appear immediately, then it is of tertiary alcohol. समझ में आना? कोई भी अल्कोहल जो है लुकास रिएजेंट के साथ अब रिएक्शन करा दो, मीन्स लुकास रिएजेंट डाल दो उसमें, ओके. अगर व्हाइट कलर आया है कि नहीं चेक करो बोले. व्हाइट कलर जल्दी आ गया, तुरंत आ गया, मतलब क्या बोला? टर्सरी अल्कोहल. अगर 5 मिनट के बाद आया, सेकेंडरी. अगर अकेला में तो नहीं आया तो क्या है? प्राइमरी. सो दिस इंडिकेट्स दैट द गिवन अल्कोहल हैज अ प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी एंड द टर्सरी. नाउ reaction with phosphorus halide, okay, clear? Alcohol can combine with PCl5 and then PCl3 like this one, okay. तो हम लोग ऑलरेडी पढ़ा चुका है, क्या पढ़ाया था? हेलो अल्केन बन मिलता है बोल के. आपको फार्स का हेलो अल्केन का प्रिपरेशन में था ना, ठीक है. फार्स वाला प्रिपरेशन जो है हेलो अल्केन का, on that. Now ROH is the alcohol combined with PCl5, then you get RCl plus POCl3 plus ICl. Okay, like this one, PBr2 in presence of phosphorus and bromine, then you get now 3 times of RBr and H3PO3. Like this one, when alcohol combined with PI3 in presence of phosphorus and iodine crystal, then you get now 3 times of Ri and H3PO3. And this is what you have already done in your preparation of haloalkane in the first part, in the first preparation, okay, from alcohol बोल के सीखा था ना, that is what it was there. Now we'll go to the reaction with thionyl chloride. Reaction with thionyl chloride. Thionyl means SOCl2 जो है, okay. So here also this one also already in the first preparation of this haloalkane which you have already done. So alcohol combined with thionyl chloride, then you get now haloalkane, sulfur dioxide and the ICl. Now we will go to the dehydration of alcohol. Dehydration of alcohol. Okay. So in the dehydration of alcohol, it requires acid catalysis. It requires acid catalysis, and the reaction produced via intermediate carbocations, means the carbonium ions. Intermediate carbocation means carbonium ions, C जो plus होता है. Now acid catalyst converted this hydroxyl group into a good leaving group. Since the rate determining step is the formation of carbocation, and the is means that the in case of dehydration, then tertiary carbocations is more stable than secondary than primary. So tertiary carbocations will have, means that tertiary alcohol will easily dehydrolyze than secondary than primary. Okay, so here C2H5OH, this is what primary alcohol. Okay, when undergo dehydration, then you get an alkene. Okay, the work of this sulfuric acid is about dehydration. Okay, ठीक है, dehydrating reagent बोलते हैं sulfuric acid को. Again, now let us take this, that is one of tertiary carbocations. This is primary, this is what? Tertiary. In case of tertiary, here we need to, in case of primary, we need to use fully concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, but in case of this tertiary, 20% of sulfuric acid and temperature also less here, is not. Okay, that means that tertiary is more easily dehydrated than secondary than primary. So this undergo dehydration so that you will get it on our 2-methyl propene and water. Okay, same thing like this. If you have taken सेकेंडरी ऑल्सो सेकेंडरी में 350 से ऊपर होगा, 440 से कम होगा, परसेंटेज ऑफ दिस एसिड जो है थोड़ा ज़्यादा अमाउंट होगा, लेकिन उसमें भी क्या मिलेगा, अल्किन मिलेगा. ओके, सो डिहाइड्रेशन ऑफ अल्कोहल in presence of acid will give now alkene and the water. This is what you need to understand it. Okay, समझ में ना? So you can write it. The rate of dehydration in alkene are in the order of tertiary is greater than secondary than primary. Give reason. Okay. Now your answer, I have already told that tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary than primary. That is your answer. Okay. Tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary than primary. Thus, the formation of tertiary carbocation is easier than secondary than primary. Again, next question is, write the mechanism of dehydration of alcohol. Of dehydration of alcohol. What is dehydration mechanism? First one is about the formation of your protonated alcohols. That means here this alcohol will be added. In the alcohol you need to add 1 hour ice plus. Okay, so that you will get these structures. The reaction is very fast. Okay, and then in the next step, formation of carbocation. That means here water dehydration start, thereby your carbocation will be formed. Okay, which is a slow step. Clear? And after then, in the third one, elimination of a proton, so that you will get an alkene. Clear? So it undergo 3 steps. First step, that is one of protonation. Second step, that is what? Removal, means the formation of carbocation. Third step, elimination of proton. Okay, to get an alkene. So you need to write all these 3 steps. In dehydration reaction, highly substituted alkene is the major product. Okay, if the major product is capable of showing cis and trans isomer, then trans product will be the major product according to Sanchev rules, which we have already discussed. Sanchev rules. Clear? तो आपका अभी डिहाइड्रेशन में क्या मिलेगा बोला, हाईली सब्स्टिट्यूटेड अल्किन जो है, मीन दैट ब्रांच ज़्यादा रहने वाला वो अल्किन जो है मेजर प्रोडक्ट होके मिलेगा बोल के बोले. मान लो जो प्रोडक्ट मिल रहे हैं उसमें से सिस आइसोमर भी ट्रांस आइसोमर भी शो कर सकता है, तो कौन सा स्टेबल होगा बोला, ट्रांस आइसोमर जो है ज़्यादा होके मिलेगा बोल के बोले. ओके, क्लियर? दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव. Now we'll go to the oxidation reaction. So oxidizing reagent is used for the oxidation of alcohol or neutral or acidic or alkaline K-4 or K2Cr2O7. Okay, so for this you have already done in your class 10. That means alcohol when undergo oxidation you will go to now carboxylic अल्कोहल में COH था, एक और O डालो क्या हो गया COOH मिलता था ना, तो कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड मिलेगा बोल के बोला. ओके, सो यू विल गेट एज ए कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड of the corresponding alcohol. Now oxidation of alcohol involves the formation of carbon oxygen double bond with cleavage of OH or and CH bond. Now when COH bond when breaking, then you get now C double bond O. Such a cleavage and formation of bond occurs in the oxidation reaction. These are also known as the hydrogenation reaction, as it involves the loss of dihydrogen and from an alcohol molecules. Depending on the oxidizing agent used, primary alcohol is oxidized to aldehyde, which in turn to carboxylic acid. Now in this given equations, okay, first one is primary alcohol, that means ethanol, undergo oxidation. Then in this reaction what we have is that cleavage of OH bond पहला टूटेगा बोला है, तो इसके बाद CH bond टूटेगा बोल के बोला है, दोनों इन्वॉल्व होता है बोल के बोला. ओके, तो जब ये टूट जाता है तो ये देखो आपका क्या प्रोडक्ट मिलता है प्राइमरी अल्कोहल में, एल्डिहाइड मिलता है. ओके, CHO बोल के मिलता है ना. CHO मीन्स क्या है, तो ये एल्डिहाइड हो गया. एल्डिहाइड को फिर ऑक्सीडाइज करो, क्या मिला, कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड मिलेगा बोल के बोला. ओके, वरस इन केस ऑफ सेकेंडरी अल्कोहल में देखो, फिर सेकेंडरी अल्कोहल में क्या आ गया, अभी आपका कीटोन मिल गया. समझ में ना, CH3CO बोला था ना, तो C डबल बॉन्ड O है ये, तो क्या है, कीटोन मिल गया. कीटोन को फिर ऑक्सीडाइज करो तो कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड द वाटर मिलेगा बोल के बोला. ओके, वरस इन केस ऑफ टर्शरी अल्कोहल ये करने के समय में आपका कीटोन मिलेगा. ओके, कीटोन को फिर ऑक्सीडाइज करने से आपको क्या मिलता है, बोला कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड मिलेगा बोल के बोला. ओके, ठीक है. In the book also we have seen that when you have taken primary alcohol, then you get aldehyde goes to carboxylic acid for oxidation. Now strong oxidizing agents such as one of acidified KMnO4 are used for getting carboxylic acid from alcohol. And your chromium oxide is now anhydrous medium act as a oxidizing agent for the isolation of aldehyde. Now आपका एल्डिहाइड निकालेगा बोलने से हम लोग क्या क्या यूज सकता है, बोला हम लोग का पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट एसिडिफाइड यूज कर सकता है, नहीं तो CrO3. ओके, क्रोमियम ट्राई ऑक्साइड जो है वो यूज कर सकता है बोल के बोला है. A better reagent for oxidation of primary alcohol to aldehyde in good yield is one of potassium क्लोरोक्रोमेट है, PCC जो इसका नाम क्या है, बोला पाइरीडिनियम क्लोरोक्रोमेट बोलते हैं. ओके, so when alcohol is oxidized by PCC, then you get an alkene. You get an aldehyde, not alkene. Okay, so like this one, secondary alcohol is oxidized to ketone by chromic anhydride बोल के बोले. ओके, क्रोमियम ट्राइऑक्साइड जो उसको क्रोमिक एनहाइड्राइड भी बोलता है, तो सेकेंडरी अल्कोहल मिलेगा बोल के. टर्शरी अल्कोहल डू नॉट अंडरगो ऑक्सीडेशन रिएक्शन, रिमेंबर दिस वन. ओके, अंडर स्ट्रॉन्ग reaction condition such as strong oxidizing agent like KMnO4 and at elevated temperature, the cleavage of various CC bond take place and a mixture of carboxylic acid containing less number of carbon atom is formed. So when the vapor of primary or secondary alcohol are passed over the heated copper at 573 Kelvin, dehydrogenation takes place and an aldehyde or ketone is formed, while tertiary alcohol undergo dehydration. This is what the difference between primary, secondary and the tertiary again. And for today, to this only we will discuss.